Hey guys, welcome back. Sebastian here with 4Runner Lifestyle, and today we have an install video for you. Today we'll be installing the 4Runner Lifestyle rear Molle panel system. When you get your kit, this is what you should have. You'll have two of the panels themselves, the mounting brackets, the side brackets, two bottle openers, and two bags of hardware. All right, for tools today, we're gonna need a 4mm and a 5mm Allen wrench, a Phillips head screwdriver, some form of pry tool, like a flathead screwdriver, a 10mm wrench with preferably a ratcheting close end, and a 10mm socket. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start right over here with our passenger side, getting it assembled to get ready to put into the car. Okay, so in order to start the assembly process of your Molle panel, we're gonna go ahead and take our side piece right here, and we're gonna hook it to the panel itself. In order to do that, you're just gonna wanna lift this up, slide it underneath to where the holes are lined up, and then we will work our hardware in there. This particular spot right here, you'll need 7 bolts with 7 washers and 7 nuts, right? So we'll go ahead and just kind of start threading these through by supporting it. I like to do the top one, put it on there finger tight, and then the bottom one, again, just thread it on there finger tight for now. Just put the top one and the bottom one in just to kind of hold it into place. Once those are in, we'll go ahead and tighten them down. Using a 4mm Allen wrench with a 10mm wrench. Go ahead and just tighten those down. And then once you get those two tight, it'll be able to hold itself together like that, and it'll be easy now to just go ahead and slide the rest of the hardware through. We'll go ahead and do that right now. So once you have all of those tightened down properly, we'll move on to our mounting bracket. In order to start this, you're gonna take this one, make sure that the angle is facing inward like this. So you slide it in right underneath. You're gonna go ahead and line these 2 holes up that are in your mounting bracket with these 2 holes that are located on the top of your Molle panel. Okay, so we've fitted a bolt, washer, and locking nut, and we're gonna go ahead and slide the bracket all the way over to the front of the panel before we tighten it down. And then go ahead and tighten both of these up. Okay, so now that we've installed this piece, we'll go ahead and take our mounting bracket itself. You're gonna place it on top like this, and it will take 4 bolts, 4 nuts, and 4 washers, and you'll push the bolts from underneath to have the nuts on top. So it's very important to remember that when you are installing this mounting bracket itself, that these grooves are a little bit wider than the bolt head itself, and so you'll need to put a washer on the nut side as well as the bolt side on these 2 front ones. So for these front 2, you'll do bolt, washer, washer, nut, bolt, washer, washer, nut. Right over here, it's just bolt, washer, nut, bolt, washer, nut. And then you're just gonna wanna go ahead and tighten it down just a little bit on all 4 of the bolts, just like this. Okay, so next, before we install our panel itself, we're going to need to remove a couple pieces, starting by this one right here. It should just pop straight out like that. We'll take that out right there. We'll then come over to this one over here, and you'll notice there's a little tab underneath there. You can take a small flathead screwdriver or some form of pry tool, and it just pops right off. Lastly, we'll need to remove the coat hanger itself. You go ahead, pinch both sides. This piece will drop down, and then you'll take some form of 10mm socket to back that out, just like so. Okay, the final step is we'll need to remove, there's a Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, so the final step is we'll need to remove this Phillips head screw as well as this one over here. I just take a big screwdriver, go ahead and line it up, and back it out. And then you'll go ahead and remove this one over here as well. Okay, so next you're gonna take your OEM bolt that you pulled out of your hanger. You're gonna go ahead and slide this big washer on there that's provided. You're gonna thread it through here just like this, and it's gonna go right into here. So the best way I like to do it is kind of sit in the back of my 4Runner, prop it up with my foot and go ahead and just screw that in. And you're gonna wanna push it up, and you don't need to fully tighten it down just yet. So next we're gonna take our long bolt right here, and you're gonna take a washer, go ahead and slide it down to the top. The next thing you're gonna do is take this silver piece, and you're gonna go ahead and just kind of line it up back here, and then line up your bolt through here, push it all the way through until you feel it land, and then you're just gonna wanna make it finger tight right there. Okay, to tighten this down, you're gonna need a 5mm Allen key. You're just gonna wanna go ahead and put it in. And then don't tighten it down all the way just yet. We'll move over and do the one on the other side. Again, you're gonna take your washer, go ahead and thread it through here. Then take this spacer, slide it behind. Make sure it's lined up with this hole right here. Slide it in. And then you'll go ahead and tighten down both sides at this point. So once you have everything in here firm, you're gonna wanna go ahead and decide that if you like the adequate space that's behind it. If not, you have extra space up here that you can just loosen these 4 bolts with a wrench and an Allen key, and you can move it out just a little bit or in just to make it be where you'd like it to be. Okay, and finally, the final part, this is optional, but to me, this is the most important part of your Molle system, the bottle opener. It goes right here in these 2 holes right underneath the 4Runner Lifestyle logo. You just go ahead and slide those in just like that. Secure the 2 nuts to the back. And then go ahead and tighten them down. And again, we'll be using a 10mm wrench and a 4mm Allen wrench. Okay, so once you've done that, you're gonna go ahead and repeat the process on the other side. And like that, your Molle panels are installed, and you have an awesome new accessory for the back of your 4Runner that you can mount all kinds of things. Personally, we've mounted bear spray, axes, different things back here that you need quick access to, a first aid kit, whatever it may be, enjoy the trails. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe down below, and let us know what you'd like to see us install next.